Uh, Quentin, can you describe what it's like, go down memory lane to play in this game for the first time, like as a newcomer?
As a newcomer, it was very nerve wracking coming out just to get loose. I played my first year. I was at UC, so like just coming out to get loose. I got booed for my first time, just trying to get warmed up and stuff. So it was just kind of like a like a crazy atmosphere, very intense. You're hated as soon as you walk into the arena. But good thing we play at home this year, so I hopefully get a lot of cheers.
Quentin, every year we ask grad transfers or freshmen, what do you know about this game? How do you prepare for it? Can you actually prepare for this game if you've never been part of it?
Nah, I don't think you can. I feel like you got to actually experience it for you to be able to prepare. But at the same time, I feel like mentally and doing like a scouting report on the other team that can help you prepare. But as far as like being actually in the game, I feel like you actually have to play in the game to be able to be ready in the game.
So that said, have you told Jason or Bryce or any of the freshmen what it's going to be like or what they could expect?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they kind of already know what to expect. I mean, they know how rivalries work. I mean, they play Division I basketball now. I mean, they've been through it. But yeah, I mean, it's just like another game. But at the same time, it's just kind of like a bragging right type of thing in the city. Um, they're a good team. We're a good team. 2 miles up the road, just see who's better.
Jason, we talked yesterday, and I think at the time there hadn't been any conversations, but I'm guessing that maybe that's changed, that maybe you've gotten to talk to these guys. Has there been any advice or anything that's come out of any conversations that you feel like might help you tomorrow?
I mean, I've really just heard about like what it's going to be like during the game. Like it's a different atmosphere, a different type of game, and like the play style is going to be a little bit different than we're used to. I guess that's what
Yeah.
they've been saying, and Q's been telling us. And I mean, other than that, that's it. Still just got the same mindset going in.
We're, coming off Wednesday's win, I think, hearing Coach Steele, it was not the best performance from you guys. How was practice yesterday, and how do you feel like you're kind of preparing for a big game tomorrow?
Practice yesterday was really focused on UC, how they defend, some of the actions they run, some little quick hitters just to make sure, we're on our toes what to be looking for. Um, just, the little details that UC does. We didn't really do too much besides focus on what they do leading up to that point. We kind of like watch film, listen to what the coaches got to say in practice. Don't really know too much about it because we was just really focused on Green Bay. But now that the page is flipped, I'm sure we'll figure out more.
Quentin, kind of going off of that, but Coach said that you guys weren't really together in huddles against Green Bay. It took you almost 16 minutes to get a kill. Can you put your finger on why you guys were so maybe isolated and not together as a team for the first part of that game?
I don't think we even really meant to do that. Honestly, I just felt like we wanted to kind of get the game over with, just to kind of look forward to UC. I think we was kind of looking too far ahead. Mentally, we wasn't really saying that we was, but deep down, I feel like we was. But we eventually just got it rolling. Had to regroup, had to focus. We had to take it one game at a time, and that game was Green Bay. We had to take care of business there, and then we started getting some kills.
Q, has it sunk in that will be your last time getting to play in the crosstown shootout?
Uh, Not really. It's more that I want to even up my score against them. I'm down one game, so I need to win this game to make it 2-2. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing against UC. I'm excited. Last game against UC at Centos. So yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Jason, I don't know that we've seen the best that you can play yet, and I know you've been pressing lately. Travis has said that you've been sped up on some of your shots and then maybe haven't been ready to shoot. I would say that against Green Bay, it looked like you were. How are you going through these last few games, and kind of what's your mindset as you're trying to get back to the way that you normally do play?
Oh, I mean, just stop pressing. It's pretty simple. I just gotta stop trying to press things that aren't there, and slowing down obviously, and then just getting caught up in believing in the team and just believing in myself, and just getting caught up in other things besides like how I'm playing, and just letting that come to me, and just doing everything I can to help us win the game, and just focusing on those aspects like defense and rebounding, and the rest will come, and then just continuing to be a good teammate to these guys, and not letting it affect me as a person or as a teammate.
So are you more too much in your head at this point than reactive?
I'd say probably a little bit of it is my head, but I mean, I've grown a lot since my freshman year compared to this, so like I'm not too worried about it. Like I know the mental aspect I have to have going into this, and these guys believe in me, coach believes in me, and I gotta believe in myself, and I think that's all it is.
Quentin, how well do you know UC's guys, since there's no really, like, you guys don't maybe play with them so much in open gyms or summers anymore?
I know a couple of them just from like AAU and stuff, but like I don't really know any of them like really personally. Just know them as good basketball players, so I don't really have any ties to them.
Does that change the complexion of the rivalry at all?
No, not really. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a rivalry. We want to win, but I don't have nothing against them, I guess you can say. I know they're a good team. I know it'd be a great win for this team. A Tier 1 win, I think that's what Coach Steele said. So I'm just trying to just win the game.
Quentin, when you guys are all in the locker room tomorrow and you're getting ready to go out there on the floor, Travis has talked again and again about how you're one of the guys who really has a voice. Mm-hmm. Have you thought about if you might say anything to your teammates, what you might say before tomorrow's game?
I kind of just say the same thing before every game. I take this game like every other game, just have a lot of energy, be together, and just play hard. Everything else is going to fall in place, no matter if it's going good for you or bad for you individually. Just be invested in the team, and everything's going to be good.
How much do you guys revisit last year's game? I mean, different personnel, it was there, not here. I mean, you guys played well, I think, for about 13 minutes, and then things started to go south. But how much do you look at that and take from that as you head into this game?
Honestly, we haven't revisited that game, like that film, that much. I mean, obviously, it's been on the back of our heads for, I guess, a year now. We want to get that win back, and we didn't play our best at the time. So we just want to go out and just prove that, we're the better team, prove that, we're still here, we're still Xavier, and go on to the next game after that.
For the late guy in the back, Q, for you, we'll start with you, man. You may have already been asked this, but for this city, I know you guys try to probably downplay it a little bit because it's just one game in the season, but bragging rights in the city, I mean, how much does that matter to you?
I don't know if I say it matters that a lot, but it matters. I mean, winning matters to me. If you win, you get to brag, and I feel like that says it for itself. But I wouldn't say I want to brag. I don't really go out bragging that we beat UC, but like it does feel good to beat your rivals.
For both you guys, I mean, yeah, you talked about it. Are you aware of how much the fans get kind of crazy over this game?
Yeah.
You guys as players have to stay focused. I realize I know this is your first time in it, but are you aware of kind of how crazy it gets on the outside, and does it kind of blow your mind of how crazy it gets?
It being my senior year, I kind of got used to it, but my first 2 years, it was just kind of hectic because I was getting tagged in social media and all types of stuff, but UC and Xavier type stuff, so like it just got overwhelming to a point to where like I didn't even want to get on my apps to get on the social media, but now it's just I'm kind of used to it. I just stay off social media leading up to the game.
For you, JC, what has it been like for you just kind of experiencing this for the first time, kind of seeing how the fans are about this game?
I mean, it's just kind of like what he said, just crazy. I mean, just to see how passionate about like both sides are about this game and about what it means to them. Like, it's just kind of like I haven't experienced it all yet playing in the game, but the lead up to it has definitely been nothing but craziness.